Yeah, one time for the fun time. Shit, bitch. Yeah, thank you, Father, for showing who really bitches. Niggas run their mouth, I treat the stool like it's LA Fitness.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Marlon. Welcome back to another new season, season 3 of Marlon's World. First, I want to thank God for letting me do another season. And also, I want to thank Soho Suites for letting me rent out this amazing, beautiful place. So, I got my girl, Kiera, and I got my homie, Nick. You already know who it is. And the topic for today is abortions. Now, y'all know, recently there's been a lot of information, a lot of things going on with abortions and how stuff going. So, I'm going to ask them, of course, what is abortion to y'all? So, you go first. Like, how do you look at it?
Like what you mean?
Like, when I say, like, when you think of abortion, what's the first thing you think of?
Killing of like little tiny sucking something out of you.
Right, like it ain't nothing for real. Okay, what about you?
I just look at it as like premature baby death.
Yeah, like, right.
So what do you look at it as?
When I look at abortions, I look at it as like, first off, I think you should I feel like you should already have your mind set on doing an abortion. I don't feel like you should be like,
It's last
minute type of thing. Like, I feel like you should already have it in your head, like, okay, I know if I'm going to have a baby or not. I need to think ahead before, like, if you in that situation, like, what you going to do? Like, I know me, as a man, I'm probably, of course, it's not affecting my body, so I'm going to be like, no, I don't want it. But for a female like y'all thinking otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going through mixed emotions and, you know what I'm saying? But some females, they be like, no, I know I did. Right, they be cool with it.
So can I ask y'all something?
What?
Where do y'all stand? Like, do y'all...
What, this situation?
Yeah, are
That's a
y'all...
right.
No, I don't like it. I don't like them doing it the way they doing it. I feel like a woman should have a right to just be like,
yeah.
I don't
I
want this
think
baby.
you saying like... No,
Oh,
I'm
no.
saying, like, are y'all team pro-life or are y'all just let the woman make the decision?
At the end of the day, the woman has to make a
Right
decision.
now, I can't have no kids.
Yeah, in my life right now, yeah, but early
Like,
on,
No, I'm saying, how do y'all feel about it, period? Like,
what's
do y'all...
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I don't either.
Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. If she want to do it, that's what she want to do,
Right.
type of thing.
That's our decision.
Right. So, but the case that just happened this past Friday was called the Roe versus Wade case, which is the Supreme Court case that held that the Constitution protected a woman's right to an abortion prior to the visibility of the fetus. So basically a premature baby. So the fact on the case is in 1970, Jane Roe, which is not technically a real person, they made it fictional for the court's documents, filed a lawsuit against Henry Wade, the district attorney of Dallas County, Texas, where she resided, challenging the Texas law making abortion illegal except by a doctor's orders to save a woman's life. In her lawsuit, Roe allegedly allegated that the state laws were unconstitutionally valid and abridged her rights of personal privacy, which protected the First, Fifth, Ninth, and 14th Amendment. So basically, with all that, it's just basically saying like she was in a situation like this. So they basically made this law at a point in time so that it's not in government's hands.
Right.
So now they basically just switched it all over.
So
like,
it is in government.
it is in government hands. You feel me? Like I don't.
They just contradicted themselves, basically.
Right.
So I make something just to undo it.
But then we gotta think about this. Like, I feel like this is going back to women's rights though.
Exactly.
Like, back then women didn't have
They
nothing,
couldn't vote.
and they still don't got nothing now. If you think about it, like in a lot of ways, y'all still don't have No, I was just saying, like y'all still don't have enough rights in a lot of things y'all do.
Especially black women do a lot of stuff.
Exactly, and I feel like this is just a man's world. Like women just living in it, but we also just like making our way. Like we standing on business. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Y'all is though.
There's so
A
much
lot of
women
girls
do
is, yes.
nowadays that we couldn't do back then, and now I feel like they're trying to just take back control over women. Because I ain't gonna tell somebody they can't get an abortion.
Exactly. That's wild.
And I feel like who gonna take care of the baby? Like now it's just all these kids out here that's in the system, like in
For no
foster care
reason.
and stuff. Cause you just
Then we overpopulating the world as it already is.
That's why they kill people, basically.
Right.
That's all they gonna do.
So-
Overpopulate the world so they didn't kill off other people.
That is
And
true
then,
though.
What if a girl get raped?
Now
So
she gotta live with that.
Exactly.
That's-
Now and she gotta like keep the baby and shit. Like that.
That's wild.
That's tough.
That's wild, G. So for all practical purposes, abortion will not be available in like a large amount of states, like a very large amount. So the ones so far that have really been on it, this first one surprised me. It's Alaska.
Alaska.
Like who's going to Alaska? Like,
Don't nobody.
no offense to y'all, but don't nobody even realize. But it was Alaska. I was gonna say, of course, Alabama, but Alabama, Kentucky, Missouri, Texas, Ohio, and Oklahoma.
Wow.
Like them. If you think about them, a lot of down south type.
And they already got their own, like,
Look,
down south just.
Yeah, because Texas already want to be their own thing.
They racist down there.
They is.
It's just,
That's like,
they live in the old days.
Yeah, the old school days. So they do a lot of things the old way. They like everything. They don't like the new world where everybody making their own profit. They need to be going by a system. It's crazy fun. But that's crazy. And so another thing is what they starting to do is in a lot of states is being is so supposedly Plan B's. G.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
they
Plan B's finna get
scrapping Plan B, bro.
Like,
A lot of people gonna buy
That
a lot
is
of Plan
crazy.
B's and sell them.
this is just, it's just so much other stuff in the world y'all could have
Focus on.
focused on, but y'all want to, like, this so small. Like,
Very.
this is a small issue and y'all making it
Bigger than what it is.
Like,
At the end of the day, I still feel like women should have a right to their own body. That shouldn't be in a man's hands. It really
It
shouldn't be in
the
a government's hands. Because
Yeah.
government,
Government is just.
I'm gonna speak on that. I'm gonna speak on that in a minute. But a very common quote that I seen recently which is from Barack Obama, not Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. She made a Twitter post saying, "I am very heartbroken for people around this country who just lost the fundamental right to make informed decisions about their own bodies. This is what other mothers and grandmothers and great grandmothers lived through, and now here we are again." Basically, what we just said, it's basically just a cycle. It's a repeat of everything, and I don't know how that is possible. How, like, if I want to, I'm actually talking about the government fast. I feel like they need to update it. It's so many old heads in there. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
And these,
it was six. I think it was
these
6
are
women and
literally-
1 woman that made
These
the
are
decision.
literally
6 men.
people
Mm-hmm.
who been through, like, you know, all the segregation
Yeah.
and stuff. So I feel like they already still in that mindset, like they still stuck in them days anyway. They don't like us anyway.
They don't
So
like
it's
the yeah. I don't.
y'all still got them in office, and they was probably the ones who was just
A part of it.
yeah,
Mhm.
like,
Doing stuff.
Yet they still in the
it's
same.
just so, like,
But a lot of this is just coming with money though. Like,
Yeah, world.
no offense
They got
though.
money.
No offense to abortions, but like, do y'all know that there's an estimate of 1 out of 4 pregnancies in abortions every year? So every 4 girls is 1 girl. You know how many women is on the earth? You know how many?
It's like double the amount.
Double the amount of men.
Yeah.
You know how much money?
we started y'all.
That is true. I mean, yeah, you're right though. You're right.
That's tough.
That's
a lot of women,
so
though.
messed up.
And then this is something else I learned about. So, a law professor at the University of Michigan, she said the next time the Republicans win control of the Senate and White House and the House of Representatives, a national abortion ban is going to be on the table. And I see that coming within like the next year.
Next
So,
year.
like,
Next
worldwide ban?
year, worldwide like abortions. Because as of right now, though, these are my top 2 only I know so far. Cali and us are
That's
not.
still legal.
Yeah, like they not trying to do
I
that.
think what Indiana's gonna do it.
Indiana finna do it.
They finna.
But that means a lot of people gonna
Yeah.
come over here.
Everybody gonna come over.
And I feel like this is just making it harder on women and men too.
Period.
because-
Just in general.
yeah, because now it's like motherfuckers.
You good?
Motherfuckers who live in like different cities and stuff. Now y'all gotta pay for the plane to get on this flight to go to this city to get an abortion. Like, it's just a whole
But a lot of jobs, they said that if they in that situation, they gonna cover the traveling fee. I really
But
fuck with that.
it just shouldn't
That's-
have to be like that.
It
Like,
shouldn't.
That's,
But that's a
That's
lot of
a
things in this
real
world.
personal as hell, like
You gotta share that.
Manager, can I please get this?
So the money to cover the.
so I can fly and go get me an abortion. Like,
Don't nobody
that's
even share that
private.
information.
Yeah,
Don't
like,
nobody even share that.
I don't want to know all that.
Don't nobody even not want to know
That's
all
crazy
that.
because like our generation have a lot of kids right now.
We do though.
Like that's a trend. Like
You-
so,
I
there's
agree
gonna-
with that.
There's gonna be like a whole bunch of kids just running around.
a whole
Not
bunch
even
of-
one of
Be overly filled. colleges. Now you
But that's why I said, like, that's
building.
but you know what? That's why I said though. I think, in a sense, they not losing money, but I think they probably gaining more money than what they want. Like you said, we talk about schools,
Right.
so they gotta build stuff more for the population. If we gonna continue to have more
The
kids,
government is just greedy. They
Yeah.
just want our money.
because we multiply more than we decease.
Facts.
We multiply way too
Think about
much.
how many people that don't want their kids gonna put them in foster care.
That's gonna be
That's
crazy.
And
yo.
it's gonna be like
Overabundance.
the statistics for foster homes and
That's
orphanages,
gonna
that's
go
gonna go way
up.
up.
That's what I said. Within the next year, it's
First
gonna
off,
be ridiculous.
we gonna need a whole bunch of therapists now. A lot of people have to go to school
Mentally,
for therapy.
yeah.
Because all them kids gonna be traumatized. Like, why my parents want me and stuff.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
it's like
It's, everything has a cause and an effect. Just like how you. I didn't think about that though.
That's what's weird though. Like, cause you shouldn't have to send no kid there. Like,
Yeah,
no offense, like
that's
they,
why- but
they
that's
wasn't
why-
really supposed to be born.
Right.
And
So
That's
I
why
just
boy.
feel
That's why.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, like why put a kid through that? Like they didn't choose to be here and stuff like that. And we had that, like choice to, okay, do I want to have this baby and I'm struggling and put him, him or her through this struggle with me, or should I just, don't be selfish and wait till the time is right to give my kid the life that I want, like.
You want to get in the world, but it's hard to get in the world when I feel like you said in this particular example, you bring in something in the world that you don't even want to really take care of. Some of these people can't even take care of themselves yet.
Exactly.
So how am I gonna be able to take care of a kid
No,
and me?
teens, like, come on now, like.
a lot of parents.
Because
A lot
no
of kids
offense,
been kicked out for
bro,
that.
sex is gonna happen regardless. Everybody gonna find a way.
And just because somebody having sex don't mean that they want a kid. Like,
Right.
sex is just sex. Like,
I don't know.
we just be wanting to.
That's what I'm saying. It's a part of life.
We
Like,
don't know
this is
kids.
my thing though, and I know, Grandma, you probably watching this. Sorry, but bro, sex is a part of life, bro. People are going to fuck up. Like, it's just going to happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't plan on having kids, but so you gotta think about it. Some people they gonna step up and do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, like I said, when they come in that situation, in my opinion, men never have a say so. At the end of the day, it's always with the female.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the man has to respect the female's decision, whether he like it or not. Because he gotta understand, he finna bring something to the world. I know he probably like, damn, like, what the but then he like, you know what? I'm gonna be a man. Because you got some people, they probably didn't have a father. So some men probably like, you know what, I know I messed up, but I promise you I ain't gonna treat my kid how my father treated me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at that.
I just feel like it's, like we said, it's gonna be just a lot of kids out here raising kids if they choose to raise them.
A
Like,
kid can't raise a
we
kid,
we
man.
Still, well, I'm not gonna say we, but yeah, we, because we only 20, but
Yeah. We still
kids, bro.
We
Like,
still
we
kids.
don't really.
We ain't seen nothing.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of like how a lot of people was in school, like always fighting and stuff. There's gonna be a whole bunch of kids like that. Because if you think about it, every parent gonna want to be their friend. Like, you can't be
Right,
no
you can't be your kid friend.
You gotta be a parent. Like, you gotta coach them.
I feel like you
to,
can be your kid's friend, but just to a certain extent.
But like some people be like smoking with their kids.
Oh, yeah, you're
drinking
right.
with their kids.
You're right,
Like,
though.
you can't do that. Like until they get to that age, you can do that. But like right now, when they like 18, like bro, make sure they on their business.
Yeah.
But they can't because they
They
kids
not even-
themselves. Like, so.
So you ain't doing nothing but learning as you learning about your.
Right.
And then the grandmas, they young as hell too. Like, so
A
it's
30-year-old grandma.
30-year-old
exactly. So it's just
Everybody just popping out kids.
the whole world just.
Man, this is crazy. So another thing is, this is something. That's why I feel like they don't need to get rid of abortion. There's a literally 25 million and counting unsafe abortions every year.
Right, like somebody
Somebody
gonna
gonna
find a way
go
to
to
get that
Mexico.
baby up out them. Like,
Yeah.
so why put them in,
Arms way.
harm's way of them risking losing their life because we can't go to Planned Parenthood or
Yeah.
whatever
They
the
said they're trying to like lower making condoms.
what they want people to act.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like,
That's what I said. It's a government thing. That's what I said. I think
It's really
it's
the,
a money thing.
It's really
That's
the
all.
Plan B's for me. Like,
Nah, yeah, you need them joints. You need them joints. All my brothers. Sometimes we gotta do a petition or something. We gotta sign a petition. But the thing is, another thing was unsafe abortions are defined by the World Health Organization as a procedure for terminating an unintended pregnancy carried out either by a person lacking the necessary skills or an environment that does not conform to minimal medical standards, or both. So basically what I just said was, like, unsafe abortions, once again, what they're happening every year, at first they were trying to find a way to better it, which is the parenthood thing, you know what I'm saying, certain clinics able to do that.
Yeah.
But now with this being in a way,
Alright, now they just
and it's not going nowhere. Like, this is real life. Like,
don't happen.
this is, yes, it already doesn't happen though.
This is right.
And if
Gonna
you
be
think
a lot
about
of
it,
flights.
it's gonna be a lot of fights. That's what I'm saying. It's a money thing. If you think about it, if you bring more kids in the world,
Imagine you work for
there's
the
more
airport.
money being put into, you know what I'm saying? It's just a cause and
It
effect.
costs more money to raise a kid than to have an abortion.
Kids alone.
Like,
That's
you
a
gotta buy
life
pampers, milk, take care of the kid.
Bro, you
school,
know
all this,
within a
abortion.
newborn to an 18-year-old, if we talk about average parent, not even parents with like top money, they spend at least $1.5 to $2 million.
Of course, more
Bro,
than that.
don't let them
probably.
be no athlete either.
That's
Multi-sport athlete.
Multi-sport athlete.
What?
Man, like I said,
I'm not trying to say don't have kids, but
no, it's not even saying
No,
not having
early.
kids. Just like
When you
ready to have a
when you're
kid.
financially stable.
You feel me? But you gotta think about it. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people think about it as like, if my parents find me having a kid, I don't have to be financially stable. I could just go ahead and have one just because I like the fact of having one. But then people, like some women, they be like, man, I can't wait to have a kid. Then you forget about your whole 9-month terror you're gonna go through.
Baby fever gotta stop.
Yeah, and that's a
TikTok
big wave
blowing
right now.
stuff.
Like, especially with like young girls, they just want a kid. I feel like they just want a kid just because of
Social media.
like
They
it's
want the baby
family.
phase, though. Like, they
Yeah,
just want that little baby
they want to
phase.
dress up the kid. You know, they look at the kid as a toy. Like, they not looking at the responsibilities that come with it.
With
and
it.
They just looking at the
3 a.m.
internet.
Like, you
and-
really gotta think
yeah.
about that. Like,
3 a.m. they
And
can
what
wake
it,
you
what
up.
it put your mental through,
Yeah.
like women go through postpartum and stuff like that, and that really be having them depressed. I've been seeing women on Facebook, like, I had seen some women kill themselves because of the postpartum that they was going through and stuff like that. Like, they don't understand, it gets serious, and it ain't all just laugh.
But you see the
love,
pictures and
yeah,
stuff.
like likes and all that, like.
Cause everybody, when you see a kid, like I said, when you be on social media, you be like, oh my gosh, like, the
Baby
baby's
so
so
pretty.
beautiful
Yeah.
and pretty. What with this, what with that? I can't wait till I have mine. Then you get it. You gotta think about it. You still gotta go through the process of 9 months of hell, basically.
Yeah,
Of
once
just
it-
carrying
once it
one.
coming out.
Once it's coming
Your
out.
rib cage get pushed back, like your organs and everything.
All that's
like,
being into it. But I would say the same thing about when it comes to having an abortion. That's why they try to do better when it comes to having just safe abortions. Cause actually, I know some females, they said they can't live with the fact of killing a baby. But my thing is just like, it's
not
if you,
a baby,
it's not a baby, like it's a premature baby.
It
So-
don't even have a brain. It don't have no eyes, no ears, no nothing.
No, nothing.
Like,
But that's why I say you just got some
Figure it
females out here that's just like, you know what? I can't do nothing, but I can't live with myself for doing that.
did y'all see that? It was on the Shade Room. I don't know what she was, but she was some type of politician, and she was thanking Donald Trump and stuff for white life, and y'all ain't see that?
Nah.
Oh, wish pull it up. I don't need to see
I
that.
have to pull it up. Can y'all
What did she say
pull
that?
it up? When they had made them illegal, she had went and stood on the little podium and was like, but some protecting white life, and I got fans.
Oh, you know what's so crazy? So so it's this law back then. I'm gonna have to see if I'm able to upload this video she's talking about and the post I'm talking about. I'm gonna probably upload it. But it was a post when it came to Board of Education. This man said we need to bring segregation back, basically.
Yes, I see.
That's what he said.
Like, these white people is getting so bold.
Reckless.
Like,
They just saying
getting
anything
real
though.
bold.
Like social media, like
So-
I think it was something.
But you got
on TikTok.
freedom. You have freedom of speech. So, in my opinion, I'm not mad at them for saying it. It's just like who you saying it to.
And you gotta watch what
You
say
gotta watch
stuff
what you
around.
say.
A lot of people are getting crazy. Like it's getting crazy.
Oh, it's
crazy.
getting so crazy out here. They don't care who you is. They don't care who you
Walking
is.
down the street, you probably might get cut.
But wait, what we talking about?
No, that's what I was. Yeah. No, we just saying in general though.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy.
I feel like white people, they just becoming so much more bolder And I feel like the first thing a black person do is want to whip out their phone and record them. Like, no, y'all need to start laying hands and feet on these people. Like, what you pulling out your phone?
Because you gotta understand, with us being black, there's only so much we can do.
Mary Miller thanks Donald Trump for the historic victory for white rights following the overturn of Roe versus Wade. Y'all want to hear that?
Trump, on behalf of all the
Oh.
veterans in America, I want to thank you for the historic victory for life in the Supreme Court yesterday.
You hit it. People is applauding that. People is applauding to that. Like, that's wild. But I was saying, what you said with the camera and stuff, you gotta understand. I feel like this is my thing with this. It's hard. I feel like a lot of people do want to do that. But you gotta understand that once you do that, it ain't no going back.
Once you lay hands on
Once
somebody,
you lay hands, no,
that's
not
assault.
somebody. A white person?
That's assault.
And respect to all my white people that watch this, y'all know y'all. I got love for y'all. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying I don't.
I
But
ain't
it's like,
saying all white people.
yeah, all-
I
yeah.
still mess with y'all.
yeah. But it just to that extent. Once you do that, you can't go back.
That is true.
The judge gonna instantly.
Judge,
you
it's-
hit him, 30.
You ain't. That's why I said. That's why when you put out your camera, it kind of. It's like a. I ain't gonna say it's a relief, but it's like something lifted off your chest. Because if you think about it, you got proof. There ain't no BS going on.
Right.
Because that's
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because at this point in age, you gotta record it. You have to. Because if you don't, ain't nobody believing it.
That's true. I'm not saying
That's sad.
you can't record. I'm just saying, like, what is it
Well,
gonna take
but-
for y'all? Like, they be
To understand, to
all
start
in
messing
y'all
with us,
face,
yeah.
calling y'all niggas, and y'all first thing y'all would holler out, okay, Karen, like, how is that an insult? How is that an insult? I'm finna spit on this bitch. Like,
That's wild.
like,
Hit him.
you're
Yeah.
not finna call me no
Show
nigga
my
in my
jail.
face, and I'm finna say, hi,
Just-
Karen.
yeah.
Like, no.
No, and
At least just-
once again,
One for my son, like get out my face.
once again, I feel like I understand. If someone's in your personal area too, like they all in your face, you know, being disrespectful. I feel like you need to get disrespected back.
I can't just,
Yeah, I'm
my
just-
face, Karen, and you this close. I feel like you violated me so bad. It's like I gotta like,
Gotta punch him.
You gotta do
I
something.
gotta chin check you.
Like I said, that's why I said, in my opinion, I just feel like you just gotta hold yourself to just a certain standard. That's why you gotta be out the way. Because somebody, and on the fence, the way I be seeing this right now, people be looking for problems.
They be forcing it.
They be
I ain't
forcing
trying to
it.
be like only on black people though, but like a lot of black people be forcing issues.
We do though. We do.
This is a conversation. I could talk all day long about this because I feel like black people just chill sometimes. Like y'all.
We gonna hold that one.
Can we do another podcast?
We could do another one. We can hold that one.
We need like a whole
We can hold
talk
that.
about
Back to
that
the
one. though.
world,
Yeah.
I just feel like what the world is becoming now is sad. Like this is sad as world we live in.
That's what I'm saying. And my mama, it's so crazy. I told my mama, I'm like, bro, I want to have kids. She's like, wow. I'm like, bro, who wants to raise a kid in this world?
In this day and age, no.
Like, you gotta understand, we
Why is
even
it
going
bad?
through our. I ain't saying we going through it, but like, we just going through
At
certain
our age
things.
now, yes, we
Yeah.
is. We definitely going through this shit, man.
We really are, and that's why.
Worse.
Swift. Yeah, it
It's
ain't
something
doing
every
nothing.
month.
It's
And
something
why,
every month.
why is it that now that we growing up of age, why do this gotta happen when
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 we-
this our
Yeah.
turn? Like why does
That's
this
a fact.
happen?
That's a fact.
A lot of parents talking about some. We had segregation. Man, this stuff. Yeah,
It's basically, but
Yeah.
bro, I don't think nothing has changed. Like, don't get me wrong, we have done better in certain aspects of the world, but
It's like we
it's
take
still
4 steps
there,
forward and go 5 steps back.
bro.
Like,
Forget
it
5,
ain't no-
probably 10 for real, for real.
it's no progress.
It's no progress. It's basically like we stagnant.
You can't go nowhere in this country.
Because it's like- No, I get what you're saying. If you look at the world, it is a company.
Big old company.
We
It's a
is
system.
business. This is
Everybody's a
business,
man.
And America just got the worst.
I don't
I don't know
understand.
because I don't know because America is everybody's promised land. Like everybody want to come here
Because of what we show.
Yeah.
Exactly. They don't know.
They don't
that.
know that behind
But-
it. And I'm not saying we don't go. I'm not saying we do go through stuff. I'm not
But
saying
in
that.
the way we
In the way we
is
do,
kinda
we get affected by
privileged as hell,
we
like,
is.
compared to what other countries and
Facts.
stuff go
Yeah, they
through,
gotta
like,
follow
I be
certain
like,
rules.
damn,
They
like, I'm
dictate
kind of
facts.
happy I'm from, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want, I'm finna leave.
I want to, like, I always, what I be telling you, I'm like, bro, when they ready to go to Mars, sign me up, bro. I would do anything and everything to get there.
Elon watching this. Sign me
Bro,
up.
sign us up. But to conclude today's podcast, we came to an understanding that with this situation going on with these abortions and all this is not something that we support. And for anybody in Chicago that's trying to do a free abortion consultation, I'm gonna put the number right here, as you will see it. I think I'm gonna do it like this. If I do it like this. But other than that, thank y'all for coming, stopping by the Marlins World. Appreciate Kiara and I appreciate Nick. Peace and love.
Thank you, Father, for showing who really bitches. Niggas run their mouth, I treat the stool like it's LA Fitness. Told my